Welcome to the Buff Boys. We did
Hell
it,
yeah.
man.
We're back, buffer than ever.
Nice.
Matt Maran, Joe Gorman, with our guest this week, comedian Dan Yang.
Yeah.
What's up?
Fuck
What's the
yeah.
show? You got the show at the stand? Brown Sugar, is it?
There's a brown person
There's
involved.
Brown Sugar is a different show. What's your show?
Secret Family.
Secret Family.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
It
get
was one
that-
of those-
we'll
one
get
of those
that in
shows at the
post.
stand-
Yeah, we all have a
stand.
secret brown
You host
family.
it with a brown person.
Exactly. It's a brown show.
It is a
Nice,
brown
dude.
show,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking
yeah.
powerfully diverse.
Yeah.
We try. Sometimes I forget that I'm diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you,
cool.
Yeah.
You transcend race.
Exactly. Then I come here. I'm like, oh yeah, I am the brown guy.
Yeah,
here.
you're so
Technically.
yeah.
That's cool.
You're so funny and cool. Everyone assumes you're a white guy.
I know. It's an honor.
What hit you with the wave of, oh, I'm a minority stepping in here?
Honestly, it wasn't until I was like, yeah, I guess I am running a brown show. I didn't realize that. And,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. we like to hold the mirror up to our guests. And
Exactly.
Really
I'm
reveal.
already reflecting, dude.
But
Yeah.
that's a cool thing, man. That's not a lot. Not a lot of people can say that in New York.
Yeah, they know a
they're
brown
running a
person.
brown show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like to toe the line, you know.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. How you doing?
Look
Dan?
how nervous Matt is that my cat is close to him, by
yes,
the way.
I can't. I
Matt's
can't
so
do it. No.
painfully afraid
you-
of a little kitty cat.
Are you that allergic?
He acts like it. I don't
Yeah.
think so. He's like Macaulay Culkin in My Girl, where like even like a single cat hair lands on him and he's in the ER getting his stomach pumped.
It
but
will
no.
be uncomfortable. I'll be sniffling. My eyes will like get watery. But
you-
I don't like throat close up or anything like that.
But you're here for like 2 hours every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in the Patreon one, are you like sniffling and
Sometimes
congested?
by the
struggling.
second hour,
That's
I'll
kinda
take, I'll take a
fun.
Claritin, so it's not too bad. I grew up with cats too.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And
So-
then once I moved
yeah.
out, every time I would go back, I would have allergic reactions. So
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe you get used to it if you're just there all
Yeah.
the time.
Think about that, folks. That's the sacrifice Matt Marin makes for you every week,
Yeah.
risking his life, risking his health
Yeah.
to tell jokes in front of what will be eventually the bringer of his death,
Yeah.
Babastus, the
You-
house cat of Brooklyn.
You
Finney's
ungrateful
aggressively humping
idiots.
the pillow. He's been on that for a while. He's been doing.
Oh, he's going.
We did a podcast with Alex Tomaselli
Yeah.
last night. Finn was going crazy on that pillow too. He must be in heat or something.
I feel like I don't want to take the credit. I feel like he got really excited when I walked in, and
Yeah.
now he's ramped up.
he gets very excited for the guests. There was only like one guest he was really kind of angry
Which one
at.
was that?
It was Dave Cyrus.
Yeah.
Oh,
He Finn just had like some kind of thing with Cyrus. I guess.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. He was into you.
Yeah.
Dude,
You wanted to make sure you're one of the good
I've
Asians.
anecdotally, I do feel like dogs. I don't know. I feel like they get. I don't know if it's like. I don't really smell like. I don't wear deodorant or I
Yeah.
wear deodorant.
You
I
don't
wear
wear
like
deodorant?
cologne or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
But I wear
dude.
like I don't know what gets them excited.
Yeah.
Maybe just my
It's
vibe.
just your vibe, dude.
I'm a
Dogs
Yeah.
dogs are a good sense of vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm a dog, baby.
Yeah.
I think one time I was hanging out with Joe, and Joe was like, anytime I feel like a piece of shit, I realize babies and dogs like me, so I think
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not a bad person.
You seem like a very like cuddly dude.
That I try, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's also because I have the dream diet of an 8-year-old where I'll have like ice cream for breakfast
Oh hell yeah.
and then pizza, you know?
That's
Who's
great.
going to stop me, you know? My health is rock bottom, but you know what? It's worth it.
That's what the
For that
Buck Boys
little
are all
endorphin
about.
Yeah.
rush.
It's
you
just
know?
funny that there's so many people that are like way more disgusting looking than you, and they probably try.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the best part about it all. Thank God for my genetics. Man, if I like took care of myself, I'd look incredible, but that's not the kind of guy I am.
Nah.
I don't roll that way.
Do you
Yeah.
think? Did your like family or do you have family members in really good shape?
Nah, dude, everyone's just a little fucking dork like me,
Yeah.
dude. I come from a little fucking family of trolls. Like everyone's like under 6 feet easy.
Yeah.
No one's like.
Any athletes in the family?
I mean, like yeah, but it's like extended family, like second and third cousins,
Gotcha.
where they played like college ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think like I had like. I think I had like a second cousin who might have been like in the minor baseball leagues.
Okay.
But
Yeah. What
you
about
know.
you? 'Cause you're a big basketball player,
Yeah.
like now, but like rec league, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I play in a rec league, and my team is mostly comedians.
Yeah.
Nice. Who
And
else is there? Who else is on your team?
Jeff Cerulli is on it. Joel Wachowski. Joel Wachowski's kind of like captain of Brooklyn comedian sports.
Basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the commish.
Yeah.
But it is funny just seeing like these comics that you just see like, you know, in passing, and then they're all like trying hard and getting mad, and it's like this
Damn.
is your vibe, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Damn, that's so wild, man.
I'm playing in a like a rec flag football league with a bunch of comics,
Yeah.
and we just get smoked every week.
Damn.
Do you play? You play with other against other comics?
We play against like young, hot finance bros.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's like the thing. Like they have all that time.
yeah,
We have obligations to perform in front of an audience. We can't be on the court.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go
After
do
hours.
crowd work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta ask this guy, where are you from? Or
Yeah.
what brings you to New
Yeah.
York?
That's what you do while playing defense. While someone's trying to box you out, you're just crowd working them.
Yeah, just whispering in his ear as he burns by me, like,
Yeah.
"So you've been dating?"
Yeah. But do you have athletes in the family at all?
My dad's side of the family is like Chinese military, so they're
Oh, wow.
athletes in the sense of like, push up.
Training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, we got to defend the People's Republic.
They would do like pull up. They have like a pull up contest and just have like an insane number.
yeah, it was very much
yeah.
like the march in line and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
When the,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
and then, well, I would say I'm disciplined, but I showed up here like 40 minutes late.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere. I towed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like I'm 6'2", my brother is 6'4", and then I have a male cousin that's like 6 foot, but he's like jacked.
Yeah.
And I think it's in all my family, like my parents are like small.
Yeah.
I think we grew up in America eating like processed meats.
Yeah.
And we got the
Yeah.
hormones, baby.
Yeah.
Wow. So your parents were born and raised in Asia?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're first generation Asian, you can be big in America.
Dude, you
Yeah.
go find like if you scout
Imagine if
some
Yao
random-
Ming grew up in America then.
Dude,
He'd be
yeah,
like
I-
8 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's one of those. I don't even know how you get it. Yeah, that might be some lab work.
A
done.
lot of it's genetics, but I'm sure a big portion of it is also like what you eat.
Well, I think he had like
Influences that.
his like mom was like 6'3" and his dad was like 6'7".
Oh,
I
yeah.
think something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Just giants, dude.
Yes.
That's crazy. From the
Yeah.
mountains of fucking China.
Yeah.
Dude, he is the. I knew a kid that used to work with this guy. He was like, at the time, like 24, and he was going through a late puberty. Like he didn't go through puberty the regular time, so he was super small.
Yeah.
And his parents put him like on the doctor and like gave him like essentially like HGH to get him to
Yeah.
go through puberty.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And now he's like a hot 6'5" guy, and I'm like, that's just cheating, dude.
That's absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what? I'm almost 40, and I still think like, okay, I'm gonna get that second
You're
growth
40?
spurt. Almost. I'm 39.
Dude, you're beautiful, baby.
Oh,
What
thanks,
the hell?
dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
waiting for
that's
that
like
extra growth.
I am
spurt?
waiting for. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fucking hit 5'8", dude. I'm gonna fucking hit it by the big 4-0, but
Yeah.
probably not. But that's like, I feel like that's like a step below getting like the surgery where they break your shins and stretch you
Make
out.
Oh, man.
taller.
That's
Yeah.
that just seems like ridiculous.
Just for like 2 more inches, just like the worst pain in the world.
And then you have to be in like basically a full body cast for like 12 months after that. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you're like good to go. Like your body has to
and they're
readjust.
They're
and-
still not going to get pussy.
yeah. It's gonna be. You're gonna be like still weird and gangly.
Yeah.
You're gonna be. It's like when a teenager like has their growth spurt and they don't know how to operate with their long limbs
Yeah.
anymore. You know, like you're still like. You're just a full-grown adult, like fucking fumbling. You can't pick up your drink and
The way
shit.
to do it is the way that person did, where you just like get some HGH right under the
Exactly,
wire
yeah.
before puberty.
It's also the guys that break their legs to get taller. Like if you can't get pussy at 5'6", you're not going to get pussy at 5'8".
Right.
That's
Like-
not. Yeah,
That-
that's not the
yeah.
thing that's separating you from getting pussy.
I will say, if something happened and God forbid I get hit by a New York City bus and my body's completely shattered anyway,
You might as well.
then it's like, okay, well, it's
Yeah.
on the city dollar at that point, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to relearn how to walk anyway.
I think that's smart.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's the
Yeah.
only. So short kings, throw yourself in the way of oncoming vehicles if you want to
Yes.
gain a couple inches, but then you lose your short king status,
That's true.
and then you just be a commoner giant.
A commoner giant.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what happened with Anthony Davis. I don't think he got like HGH, but he had growth spurt late, which is why he's like a big man with guard skills.
Oh yeah.
Because he was like 6'1" his freshman and sophomore year of college of high school, and all of a sudden blew up to 6'10". So as an athlete, he like learned how to play one way, and then all of a sudden got to be a giant.
There's all these NBA stories of like this 23-year-old grew 2 inches over
Yeah.
the summer. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
They got to be on like some kind of like they started like some kind of hormone therapy or
Yeah.
something.
Or maybe they
Maybe.
just start like because there's stories of these NBA guys like Caron Butler would drink like 3 liters of Mountain Dew every day, and he was
Yeah.
like, and then he finally got to the NBA, and they're just like, yeah, you got to stop doing that.
I think some people, when you're young, you can kind of just eat. Like Dwayne Wade, they always just say he would like eat Wendy's every day before games.
Yeah.
Your body is like your hormones are different as like in your early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can like process and do, and your gut bacteria is just better.
Yeah.
Where it can just break down anything, but that shit
Yeah.
goes away over time. So it's like it would have to be like LeBron James. I'm sure his diet changed immensely
I
his
mean,
first year
everyone,
compared to now.
your diet changes from when you're younger to older because your metabolism slows down. But I mean, you look at Dwayne Wade, he was like in great. Like if you told me Charles Barkley ate Wendy's before every game, I'd be like, I get that. Sure, that makes sense. But
You kind of have the diet of a young Dwayne Wade.
Absolutely, dude. I got the young Dwayne Wade approach.
Once you make it to the league and you got these trainers, you're gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'm gonna work this off in the season. Don't worry about it. Just for it's like I'm constantly in like an off-season bulk as a bodybuilder.
Oh,
you
hell yeah.
know.
Joe,
Just got to get that mass.
Yeah.
Dude.
Got to get those calories in.
Being a man is about getting mass, just taking up more space.
Joe's been an off-season bodybuilder for about 20 years now.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good, going on 20 years.
Yeah.
That is like the case. Like I work out like one time in high school, and I'm like, all right, that was pretty intense, but
I
I'm
feel
good.
like you got good leverages for like strongman or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I could totally. Yeah, I become one of those like little guys that tries to overcompensate by just getting all like fucking
Can't
bulldog
get
like.
taller, so you get wider.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm all about
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
I'm just putting like raw eggs in a blender in the morning.
Well,
you
that's
know?
short people put on muscle like faster.
Yeah,
Because
but-
there's like just less of their body.
But it goes away faster and it turns to fat almost immediately
Yes.
if you don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Damn.
damn. I would be like fucking. It would be hilarious if I were shredded.
Yes,
but
it
not
would
like the
be.
good kind of hilarious, the scary kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Caution.
I would like you as much if you were shredded.
No, it's all about being a little jolly guy, dude.
Yeah.
Who are we trying to impress? There's like such a weird era right now of sorry, Matt, really fit comics trying to. It's like, what are we doing here? We're supposed to be all about like fucking partying, having a good time.
Thank you for calling me really fit, but I'm just I'm just really fit compared to other comics.
Yeah.
I feel like this new batch of comics, though, it's like they're all hot. They're all the guys, the girls. They're all just young, hot, cool. They dress sick and they fuck and they're cool comics now.
And like they even
but they're not
sound cool
funny.
on stage.
They're
Like,
not funny.
Yeah.
No, but they're fearless on stage in the fact that they just don't give a fuck and they
Yeah.
don't have like an appreciation for being on the stage. Like, what's up, man? So here's something I was thinking about. You ever think about that? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I wish I had that kind of just confidence to not give a fuck on stage. That's kind of cool. In
I was
a way.
talking to someone about that, and I think maybe that's just what jokes are now. Like, I feel like a 19-year-old doesn't. They're just like, yeah, I went on a date, and this dude said this shit, and they're like, yo, that's so funny, dude.
Yeah, they do that.
I don't think 19-year-olds laugh. I think they're just like, yeah, dog,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's always been like new younger comics that are attractive, and they usually
Who are some
quit.
that you would think of, Matt?
We'll say that for the Patreon.
Oh, come on. You can give us a little taste.
Um,
Just one little cutie. One little cutie that Matt Maran says, hey, how about we work on your set while running his hand over her upper thigh?
Yeah, some people who
Or
want to
his.
just
Yeah.
Or his.
or his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Or
could be anyone.
theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think me and Bobby Sheehan first met?
Careful, dude. I'll sick my cat on you if you lie.
But yeah, I do think hanging out with comics is makes me feel like I'm in better shape than I actually am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I still do remember all the like wrestlers who I was like were my close circle when I started like exercising. So I never forget that. So I always feel I compare myself to them. But amongst comics, every once in a while I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that bad. This is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I like playing basketball with comics. Is I'm good for a comedian, but
Yes.
like I can't go down. If I go to the park, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, just dunk on me, dude.
Yeah, well, that's happened to me growing up. I grew up playing like on the schoolyard in Queens, and I was like one of the taller kids. So I was like a rebounder, and I could hit outlet passes, and I could hit that 45-degree Tim Duncan bank shot.
Okay,
That was my shot.
that's a very white shot. I
Yeah,
respect
very
it.
white shot. Yeah, good fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of those players who was all about assists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screens, solid
Yeah, setting
screens.
I set some really good screens.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real Larry Bird type.
Yeah,
That's-
just telling everyone, yo, we got to move off the
Yeah.
ball.
yeah, real smart player.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
A gym rat.
Yes. That's me and Robbie Goodwin have a bit where we just call every white NBA player high IQ. We're like, the game's really all about good fundamentals. You want a real Austin Reeves type on your team.
That's
funny.
how
you win.
Because that just implies the other players are like, yeah, these dumbass.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice,
all these other guys who care about flash and swagger. No, I want a Larry Bird type who cares about winning games.
Yeah.
Pomp and circumstance.
Yes. Me and Robbie went to the Nets game this week for the in-season tournament.
Oh,
Jealous?
Yeah.
Maybe going with Robbie. That could.
No,
we'll cut that out.
No,
dude.
shout out Robbie, dude. Yeah.
No, we've been joking about how much we care about the in-season tournament and
That's
how
a good
serious we take it, and we've irony poisoned ourselves into actually caring about the in-season tournament.
When I see that goofy-looking court, I'm like, oh, okay. Group
Yeah,
C's popping up.
They color it now, right? They color
Yeah.
the fucking
For
basketball
the
courts.
in-season tournament, all the courts are different. Each team has a different color scheme for their court.
Looks like a damn Power Ranger, if you ask me.
I said they all look like different fruit roll-ups.
No, they look like a Power Ranger, Matt. We're gonna stick with my joke. Now, Dan.
A white Power Ranger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It was packed also on a Tuesday night. Nets Magic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I find the Nets games are like no one actually is a Nets fan.
Yeah.
So everyone's there like you would be. They're just like,
Yeah.
I'm just here to see what's
Exactly.
going on. Yeah.
out.
At least for a while, you would like go to see Kevin Durant, but
Yeah.
now it's like it's just Cam Johnson, who I like because he once got fined for saying no homo in a post-game interview.
Oh, that was nice, dude.
You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
Guys getting interviewed and they're
That
talking
was, and
about.
that was like
Yeah.
just right after no homo was acceptable too.
I mean, this was only a year or two ago.
Yeah, that's why. But like no homo
No
was
homo,
like around.
You
in,
think
like,
it lasted that long?
no homo lasted from I would say about 2007 to roughly 2012.
That was the
Yeah.
peak for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like gay people started getting married and they started adopting kids, which is a whole nother can of worms. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, we have a problem against grooming. That's grooming.
Yeah.
Gay people adopting children is class A grooming. You heard it here on the Buff Boys podcast. We are anti-gay people adopting and pro-Hamas. Now,
No Hamas.
nah.
No Hamas.
Go Hamas, dude. Yeah.
Biden needs to say that, dude. That would
Yeah.
solve everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They should just be goofy about it. If you're going to be all that, just be goofy.
That's
You
what
got to get on the White House advisor. It's like,
That's
look,
where if you want to criticize Israel, because there are valid ways to criticize Israel, just make sure to say no Hamas at the end of it, and then it's okay.
I saw some clip of this is like Indian guy running for president this next cycle, and he's like,
Vivek.
no, a different one. That
Oh.
Vivek is kind of a fucking nerd, but this
Yeah.
guy was just like, yeah, the current. And he's like very professional, speaks well, he's like an MIT professor or some shit, and he's just like, yeah, the current administration, these guys suck cock. And then like their policies on like that sucks cock. They're all cocksuckers. And it's just like, did you just learn this term, man?
He just played an online video game for the first
Yeah.
time in his life.
But I'm also like, yo, I fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
vote for him.
Some of the politicians, especially post-Trump, they're like trying to get lines in against him, and they clearly just thought of one or had a writer or someone there give them one, and they just keep saying that word over and over
Oh, yeah.
again. Like you see that all the time.
Every politician speechwriter is AI,
yeah.
and that's like one thing they cut every corner on.
Yeah.
And then they just gave it to like a PA and said like, hey, check this for grammatical errors.
Yeah.
And that's it.
This kid I knew in college, I think like 2 years out of college, he was like a speechwriter for someone on The Hill. And I'm like, you're fucking an idiot, dude. And you're
That's
a
awesome.
speechwriter? That's crazy.
Damn.
There was a guy I went to college with who I like later found out like ran for state senate and like used like did some like dirty shit to like get campaign money, but like it wasn't found out. I found out through college friends
You
of mine.
found out, Matt?
Yeah.
You were crunching the numbers?
No.
He puts his glasses on and he's like,
Yeah.
all right.
He's like,
let's-
wait a minute. He has like that little green visor
Yeah,
over his
yeah.
hat.
The little like paper receipts. popping
Yeah,
out.
he's got like the calculator that prints out like a long fucking string.
No.
He's like, wait a minute. He looks at it.
Yeah.
He fucking moves around some beads on an abacus. He's like, no, this isn't. Oh, God.
This doesn't add up. Wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, it was just like some like kind of autistic guy I went to college with, who was like a mutual friend of me and this guy, just like told me shit that he wasn't supposed to tell anyone, I guess. So it was a guy who I wrote for the school paper, and this other guy who wrote for the school paper. We were on like the same intramural sports team, so we were like friendly but not like close.
Yeah.
Like we each had our own friend circles even within that. And then years later, I was like watching Breaking Points like with Crystal and Sagar, and he's like the correspondent about New York politics. This guy I went to college with.
I feel like they just need a guy. And you could just be the right guy in the right place.
I mean, he like pursued journalism and I didn't, so I guess he's been doing that.
Nah,
and then
man. This is journalism right here.
Yes.
This is
where we do get to the bottom of things.
This is grassroots journalism right here.
And so I go on Facebook to see. I'm like, we were Facebook friends. I wonder what. And I saw he unfriended me, but he was still friends with everyone else from our old intramural sports team.
He unfriended you?
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm like posting comedy shit all the time, fucked up jokes. So I guess I could see why
he was right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I posted. This is like, it was during 2020 because I remember it was during like the Cuomo scandal.
Yeah.
He was like brought in as the expert to talk about the corruption in New York politics. And so I put up a post where I was like, just found out someone I went to college with is involved in New York politics and they unfriended me. And honestly, they're right. Good point.
Oh man, you should have tagged that no Cuomo.
Yeah. I didn't tag him or anything. I just posted that. Then another guy I went to college with, who's just like this guy I met a couple times who has come out to fight clubs a bunch, DMs me all the time, and I kind of am like friendly with him, but it's a little bit weird. We weren't like close. I don't know why this guy messages me all the time, but he messages me, who was it that unfriended you? I can't believe someone would do that. He's like really mad on my behalf.
Damn, he's also kind of a journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get to the bottom of it too.
And I mentioned who it was, and he was like, why would he unfriend you and not me? I'm a criminal. And I'm like, you're a what?
Yeah, I raped someone.
So I asked him, I'm like, what do you mean? And then he just tells me this whole story about how he used to work at a bank and used his insider knowledge of the system to embezzle a bunch of money for himself.
Is that true?
And this guy was running for state senate, reached out to him for money for the campaign, and in return wrote a letter to the DA to like get all of his crimes at this bank.
This is like a Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
Dude, you got the key. You should publish that, dude.
We did. We
just
did.
Yeah.
Name names, dude. Let's find these motherfuckers.
We're going to bring him down, dude.
It's a guy who like ran for state senate, didn't win, and then now is like covering New York politics to get the corruption out. And it's like, I now know that this guy's corrupt.
All right, folks, based on the limited information we know about Matt Maran, it was some kind of guy who went to a special education high school in the greater New Jersey area. Find out who he is and destroy his life. Do it, Buff Boys. We're relying on you. Find this politician.
Yeah.
You got people, there's Buff Boys watching this right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ready to betray their government at a moment's notice.
Do they like you, or is one of these things like the fighter and the kid where they kind of hate you?
They like me, they hate Matt.
Oh, you're the Brendan Schaub of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm the Brian Callen, in which I'm an old man who's raped women.
Nice, nice.
Multiple women. Yikes, that guy's naughty, huh?
Yeah.
That's the LAC.
Yeah. Whitney, whatever.
Who could blame him? Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
Man, pregnant Whitney Cummings too, huh?
What does that make me? I'm trying to think. Who's
pregnant Ali Wong?
I'm Bobby Lee, dude.
Nice.
I'll be your Bobby Lee.
Nice, dude. There you go.
Yeah.
Even though you're kind of more of a you put us together, we're Bobby Lee.
Yeah, we're the perfect Bobby Lee.
We would be Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Nice, Matt.
Damn. Do I have
That's
to be
cool.
Brendan Schaub?
You have to. You, in many ways,
You
you
got
are.
the bill. You're probably the best fighter.
Yeah.
You probably have the
Okay.
most brain
Yeah,
damage.
you've had. Yeah, you had.
that's true.
You had a previous career in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I'm the most Asian, so I'm Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joe's the coolest, so he's Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm Chris D'Elia, dude. Damn, that guy is crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Damn, Chris, y'all crazy for this one.
Ooh, you crazy! Damn, Chris, take it. Don't hurt no one. What can you do?
Yeah.
You know what
Just
can you
having
do?
some fun.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that's how LA is.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it is, folks.
Yeah.
You can either be with like the noble people in New York who help each other out. I fell down in the subway yesterday. Multiple people said, "Hey, are you okay?" And help me up, dude. That's New York.
Yeah.
Everyone always like says like, "Oh, everyone fucking makes fun of you." No. What happened was like some tourist went to New York and stood at the exit of an escalator And people were like, get the fuck out of our way. And they're like, people are mean in New York.
Yeah,
That's it, dude. New Yorkers are fucking awesome. New York's the best city in the world. It's the best comedy scene in the world. And if you say otherwise, we will fucking kill you. Right, Matt?
Right.
Say it, Matt.
Yes.
You'll kill them.
I will.
Nice, dude. That's what I like to
I'm
see.
Joe's henchman.
I do like that New Yorkers will help you up, but then also like walking away like, yeah, I helped some fat lesbian up.
Yeah. Fat fucking idiot doesn't know how to walk.
Yeah. Did you ever, as you're a Bay Area guy, did you do L.A. before you came to New York?
I went to school in LA, but I didn't do comedy at that.
Okay.
I've been back and done like random spots, but it's maybe the worst comedy scene in America. Everyone funny in LA, I think, came from somewhere else already funny.
Oh,
well, they
okay.
came to L.A. to get like discovered or take it to the next
And there are
step.
funny people, but they got funny somewhere else.
And like then they all had to like work at like the Comedy Store or something,
Yeah.
like work at the door at like one of the major clubs.
I remember going out there like before COVID, like 4 or 5 years ago, and the way that like everyone here was trying to be Mark Norman or like Seinfeld, they're kind of doing that thing.
Yeah.
Everyone there was doing Chris D'Elia,
Yeah.
where they had, like, there's no bit, but there's a lot of like, so I was driving my car, and there's a lot of big act outs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so. It's so funny to see how like those waves kind of happen in comedy. Like when I like started, it was Patton Oswalt. A lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm a nerd. I like comic. What can I say? I'm a fucking nerd. I like comic books.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm also well versed, and I party.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
imbibe.
What if Iron Man was black?
Yeah,
That would actually be a good bit.
fucking a lot more iron for the cock. You know?
Yeah. I remember that. I remember when I first.
Yeah, we gotta write that one down. Timestamp that. You use that on your next special, dude.
It just crowd goes crazy.
It fucking blows up, dude. Finally, he said it, dude. It needed to be said.
Black Iron Man would be Tony Dark.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're
All
cooking.
right, this premise, you
Just
know what?
writes itself.
Yeah.
Now we know why everyone was using those bits in the fucking early 2000s.
Yeah, it makes sense. What if Iron Man was retarded, starring Robert Downey Jr.
I feel like you had that in the holster ready to go.
Yeah, when I first started, people would do like full 5-minute bits for their whole set on the Avengers, and everyone got every reference. And I would like mention Alex Rodriguez, and no one knew who I was talking
Oh
about.
man, doing sport as a sports guy, doing sports joke is like, you better have the bros out, otherwise you're.
But I mean, anytime I've gone outside of New York City, any sports like you can go deep into sports references.
Yeah, you
It's
can go
like
like a
everywhere else,
VFW or some
everyone,
shit.
everyone knows about it everywhere else you go. But in New York, you could just have a whole bunch. Like in Cincinnati, everyone knows how the Bengals are doing, whether they like sports or not.
Yeah.
There's just in New York, there's so many other things to do.
I've noticed recently more comics getting into sports, but in like an autistic way.
Yes.
Where
Oh
they're
my
like,
God, just like
Robbie.
you and Robbie, yeah.
I mean, I've always been into sports.
no, but like you and
yeah.
Robbie like sports, but there's like, I feel like people that didn't otherwise like sports, because you grew up watching sports.
I did. Robbie's like new into
I've
it.
noticed that.
Yeah.
I love
Robbie.
Robbie.
The last like year and a half.
I love Robbie.
Yeah, I love him too. But I've talked to them about it, where it's like he's over the last year or so. Whenever he makes a reference that doesn't make sense, I'm like, you're still new. You'll
Yeah.
get it.
To his credit, he's watching the games.
He
and stuff.
is, yes.
But then there's like other like nerd comics, and I guess I'm just hating for no reason.
Yeah.
They just know every stat, and they know like the through lines. But it's like, you've never watched the game. It's not about the
Yeah.
stats. It's
Yeah.
about like Draymond choking a guy,
Yeah,
or like
hell yeah.
this guy is a big pussy. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with sports, but I was like a sports nerd also. I
Yeah.
grew up memorizing, like going into school and having my friends give me a year and telling them who won the MVP in every sport, like that type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it was also because I was unathletic, and that was the only way I could hang out with the kids who were good at sports.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I just like that Mike Tyson eating Evander Holyfield's ear.
Yeah.
That was a good bit.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid bet.
Good bite.
Good bite.
That was awesome, dude. That shit rocked.
Yeah.
That was like, and I remember my mom was like complaining. She was like, "He's an animal," like referring to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
That was like, damn, boxing's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like how upset it made my mom. Like,
I remember they sold like little like chocolate ears.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
it was just like it was like they were like, Mike Tyson's an insane boxer, and then he did that, and like, holy fuck, he's insane.
Yeah.
It was very, and now he's just like a fucking like chill old guy.
He's a podcaster.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just a fucking podcaster. Like Matt. Matt also had a very violent past.
Yeah.
Only instead of, ripping the ears off of giant black men, he was taking the innocence of women. Relax. He had their consent.
I had
That's
the consent to take their innocence.
That's my comment. Hey.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's
Yeah.
the style.
You grow up playing sports? Or
Here,
just,
yeah, I played a lot of like pickup ball.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man, I remember like I'd be like 12, 13 playing with like maybe like college age kids, and then they'd be like, yo, which you couldn't do now. They'd be like, well, there's no one in this court. Get in our car, we'll drive to the town over, and we'll just play them. We'll drop you back off. So it'd just be a bunch of like 18-year-old kids, and I'd be like 13, 14, just in their car.
Nice.
And they'd be like smoking weed and stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But
Yeah, it's very cool,
Yeah,
man.
Just
Hell yeah.
basketball, really, for you?
I played Little League Baseball. I think my parents, because they moved here, and they were like, well, that seems to be what Americans do.
That's
Play
it, dude.
Yeah.
But
That generation thing, dude.
see, now I would love to play like in a softball league, like I like go in the batting cages. But
yeah.
as a kid, I hated it.
I hated it as a kid too.
Yeah.
It's like this is cutting into my video game playing time.
Yeah.
This is cutting into my TV watching time.
I was scared of the ball. I was a big
I was
pussy.
terrified of the ball.
Yeah.
I got hit by the ball one time.
Yeah.
It hurts.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
did
you
t-
need. I'm
yeah.
like, I can't do this. This is so traumatizing.
Yeah.
Like, I hate having to go up to plate. I was hoping all the time that I would strike out, so I would just like not have. I could go back to the bench.
I wouldn't. At the time, I didn't realize, but like I would just go up to the plate and I just wouldn't swing, and everyone would be like, "You got to swing," and I'm just like, "I don't even know. I'm not even registering what you're saying."
No, I was like constantly trying and just not that good. I remember really wanting to get hit with the ball just because other people would get hit with the ball and all I felt like looked like wimps. So I didn't like want to get hit, but I was like, I want to get hit just so because when it happens, I'm not going to react.
That's tight.
Yeah, that was my whole thing was I want to get hit by the pitch and not even sell it at
That's
all.
the East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
You're a West Coast guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got hit on the thigh with the ball, and I remember just going like, and then just running down the first baseline, being like, they don't even know it hurts.
Oh man, that ball would have scored.
I had a giant black and blue mark.
God, yeah,
But it
those
was all
balls
about-
fucking hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played catcher too,
Oh.
because I would just like let the ball hit me and just
My
not
young-
react. Yeah,
My young, hairless, 70-pound body would have shattered, dude.
Yeah, dude, they need to bring back like rag balls or something like easy that
Yeah.
doesn't hurt, man.
yeah.
Those a wiffle ball. Bring back wiffle balls.
Wiffle ball's tight.
Wiffle
Yeah.
balls are cool. You ever see videos of dudes who play wiffle ball? Like they can legitimately throw it and make it
Yeah.
like curve in insane ways.
They need to make a wiffle ball with less movement because
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
impossible. What do we do?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they need more Nerf sports that are centered towards adults.
Dude, yeah. That's how I felt when I joined this flag football league. Really, what I wanted was just like play catch. And
Yeah.
now I'm
Yeah.
like trying to like play corner against a hot 24-year-old dude.
Yeah.
What is this shit? I don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, if I want to fucking compete against a hot 24-year-old, I'll stick to comedy, dude.
And lose also.
All the time, dude. It's like, I'm sorry, we have to book this fucking gorgeous little tight little 20-something.
Yeah, do you see his jawline?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like, hey, if you're gonna parade these little young things in front of me, how about you give Papa a little taste too, huh? Let me show you how an old man eats your asshole, huh? Come on, that's how we fucking do comedy these days.
Yeah.
That's going to be my first album is Give Papa a Taste.
Yeah, exactly.
Give Tom Papa a taste.
Yeah, he's earned it, dude.
Hell yeah.
He's the most senior comic, so he can issue prima nocte
Yes.
and get the taste before you.
Yes.
As a feature, you get sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
Just I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you go to school in L.A.?
UCLA.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What'd you
Hell
study?
I did engineering.
Oh, damn.
Test to play.
So you have like a real career to fall back on if need be.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Nice.
do. That's tight.
Do you
pretty
actually
cool.
work in engineering now?
No, I do like tech shit, which like wasn't an option then. Like
Yeah.
all this like product manager design shit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah. Gets
You go
it
to a
done.
lot of sports games at UCLA when you were there.
Oh yeah.
That's like a big regret. I wish I went to a school that had like big sports stuff.
I mean, I feel like our tailgates for football suck because like we played at the Rose Bowl, which is like an hour out.
Oh.
So you have to like
okay.
leave. The game be at noon. You got to leave at like 8, hungover to like pregame and stuff or tailgate.
That does suck not having it on campus. I tailgated. I went to Stony Brook in Long Island.
Okay.
So our lacrosse team was like really good one year.
Hell
but for the most part, the sports weren't any good when I was there. A couple years after I left, they made the College Baseball World Series.
Stony Brook.
Yeah.
D1.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We like beat LSU. It was like a big deal.
Yeah.
That they made the finals of the College World Series. They made the NCAA tournament like once or twice, but get like killed in the first round.
Yeah.
But I remember tailgating for like the football games. That was kind of nice because I felt like everyone just wanted to party, but it wasn't such a big school that it was packed tailgating.
Yeah.
But we never got like a real big game. Like I've never been to a big time college football.
Oh man,
game.
I would go to like UCLA, USC, like our rival games, and just get blacked out. And like, I remember trying to throw like a beer bottle into the USC tuba players thing, and literally a security guard grabs me and just like he's almost like seriously.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even mad. He's like, are you for real, dude?
Yeah.
And then SC has a lot of like rich alumni who, in retrospect, I thought they were old, but probably just our age now.
Yeah.
But there's this guy and his bimbo wife wearing like the fuzzy Uggs in the summer, and I was just like, damn, those Uggs make your ankles look fat. And then her husband wanted to fight me, and he could have killed me, but I was like, I got my drunk boys here, and that's that was a bit of a rabble rouser.
That's fucking tight, dude.
Yeah, dude.
There's nothing like being like young and drunk and confident, man.
Oh yeah.
That's like the fuck, and like the world hasn't like fucking beaten you the fuck down yet.
Yeah.
So you still have like that feeling of invincibility.
I remember there's a time it was a Washington game, and we're all funneling into the game, and I'm just blacked out again. There's this like this Washington dad and his like little kid. I'm just being like a stinker. I'm just like to the kid like, man, why do you root for Washington? Just because your dad roots for Washington? You don't got to root for Washington just because your dad. And his dad just looks at me and goes, are you talking to my son? And then I'd be like, ooh, boy, not like that. So, yeah.
Nice, dude.
But,
hey, come on. Don't flatter yourself, Pop.
Yeah. This fucking Uggo? No.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. We're just talking the game, bro.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, if I want to fuck your son, you'd know.
Yeah, he'd be gone. You weren't even watching his ass.
Yeah, dude.
Are you talking to my son? It's such a. De
Niro, I'm talking to your son.
You're talking to my son.
That was the original cut.
Yeah.
Are you talking to my son? Are you talking to my son?
You talking to my son? What? I want to fuck your kid like you talking to my son? Like,
I love just such a drunk blackout doing a dumb thing, and then just a dad saying that just completely snaps you out of it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't be doing this.
and then there's that line of like, I was probably like 19, 20. I'm like, that seems young enough, but I'm also like, I don't know. Those kids, is that too old to be doing that?
You're never too old to molest someone.
That's real.
That's
if anything, you only are too young to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that you just don't know what you're doing. Now, what age do you think it's like, okay, this kid's like molesting? I would say around 12 is when you make the conscious choice.
Oh, like if a 12-year-old does something to another kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause, when you're like younger than that, kids just do stuff and don't even realize what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember like maybe being 6 or 7 and me and like my dude friend, the fellas, dude, 6-year-old dude. And we're just like, oh, let's show our dicks.
Yeah.
And we're just like standing there like, haha, that's funny. But we were standing like in my parents' living room where like the window just to the street.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So someone walking by could have been like, they're just 2 6-year-olds showing their dicks to each other.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Everyone
you
gets
guys
a little
ever
peep.
show your dicks?
Yeah, I remember I was looking through my mom. It was like a year or so ago. She had like an old notebook from like my kindergarten or first grade, and in there was a note from the teacher to my parents, letting them know that Matt and Carmen were showing each other their privates.
Damn,
in the bathroom.
it's school?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
In like kindergarten.
Matt saying, hey, does this look infected to you?
I posted the picture and I read like a whole like apology for the damage I must have done to
Yeah.
Carmen, and I'm not the same person then that I am now. I did the Kevin Spacey apology. I came out as a homosexual.
Nice, dude.
But yeah, poor Carmen out there. I'm like, I don't remember her, but I'm sure she'll never forget me.
That's real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's funny, dude. Little kid dicks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, just
before
like a
your
little-
balls drop and like there's no hair.
It's like a little Hershey's kiss.
Yeah, it's just like a little fucking nubbin of a thing,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
So
Little
it
Tootsie
really
Roll.
is like a non-sexual thing.
Yeah.
I remember the first time one of my friends, like, 8 or 9, was like, my brother told me this thing called you get a boner or you get
Yeah.
a bone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that sounds fucked up, dude. I still don't want those, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I
you
wish
get-
I
you
could just be
essentially get burdened
asexual.
with
I don't
them.
want to be.
You're
dude,
asexual.
I wish. Just let me just go through life
We
chilling.
we could have
Never
a lot
having to
less
think
trouble.
about what women want from me.
Yeah, I don't need to just watch TV and chill.
Yeah. Maybe order some fucking food.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the life.
What if I
That's
could
it.
just chill, watch Joe Rogan and The Rock talk to each other for 3
Yeah,
hours?
just completely soft.
Yeah.
That's gonna be you someday,
For
huh?
the rest of my life. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Are you planning to move to Texas, to Austin?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like every comic has thought about it.
Yeah.
Every comic thinks about it and is like, oh well, I mean, I could be Hans Kim.
Yeah.
And what did that?
I mean, you probably think that more than us.
Could you imagine that? Like it's like a Kill Tony, and like somebody goes to his dresser, and they're like, 5 minutes of showtime, Mr. Kim. But then like Hans Kim is like gagged and bound in the fucking
that'd
locker.
be the movie. He's like, we need another Asian. It's
You
like,
put on his glasses and fucking
they wouldn't even know the difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just do your exact. You do your set, and they're like, Hans, you're taking it to some crazy new levels, man.
I show up exactly like this, but with glasses, and like, nice hat, Hans.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Hans Kim.
I love Hanzo. Shout out to Hans.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout
to
out.
Robbie, and everyone's great.
Everyone
man.
we're making fun of.
Yeah, I love everybody.
Yeah.
We'll put a little disclaimer before this podcast. No comics were hurt in the making of this pod. Don't worry. But if you're a comic, watch out.
Yeah.
It's just you crucified with a mic stand. Yeah.
That's the best. I did love atheist comedy for a hot bit there.
Oh yeah.
They were like those comics that are like, yeah, I don't believe in God. What's up?
Oh, just the whole punchline would you would have something else, and the punchline would be, if God were real.
Yeah.
Well, guess
So
what?
God's gay.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
For reals.
Yeah. Religious, edgiest comedy.
Who was that again?
Bill
Bill
Maher.
Maher.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is he even a comic? He's just a fella, dude.
He's just
Sort
a
of,
fella. He's
yeah.
one of the fellas.
Remember he said the N-word
Yeah.
hard.
He loved it, dude.
Dude, that was
Dude.
one. I must have been at my parents' place because I never watched that show live.
Yeah.
And when I'll watch it here and there. But that was one I just remember I was watching that live, and he dropped the N-word, and I remembered, and it kind of got a laugh, and they kind of just brushed it off and moved on.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking in the moment, I'm like, I wonder if that's gonna like be a big deal. It's
Yeah.
wild when you see a thing live and you have no idea if this person's about to be in trouble or not.
It is funny. He still got the show and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, well.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
You know what? He meant it when he said it, and that's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
There
Have
you
you
go.
ever had a thing like you've been sometimes with sports it happens where you're watching a game and you're like, that was pretty cool. I wonder if that's going to be the thing everyone's talking about for the next week, and then it's like, whoa.
Oh, I remember seeing the Auburn Hills, the Pistons Pacers
Oh,
fight
the
live.
fight?
I saw that live.
Yeah.
I was like, this is tight.
Yeah.
And then
You ever see that, Joe?
What?
When it was the Pistons against the Pacers in Indiana, and in Detroit.
Yeah.
And one of the guys is like taken out for an injury. Ron Artest, better known as Meta World Peace. He
Oh, they
changed
already.
his name.
There was like a little shoving match. It was like nothing crazy, like scuffle.
Yeah.
And he went over to like the scores tape and like lied down on it, kind of
Yeah.
like a showman kind of move. And some guy in the crowd threw like a beer or something at him, and this dude just gets up and goes in the crowd and just starts. And I found out
Fighting.
the wrong guy. He just starts
Yeah.
wailing on.
The wrong guy.
This like 6'7", 260-pound dude is just,
And then his teammates jump in the crowd to fight off fans with him.
which I respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is when they're back down in the court, there's just some like fat guy with a tray, and he just punches him for no reason.
Hell yeah, dude.
The Joe Gorman
Yeah.
of the situation.
I'd fucking punch him right back, though.
Yeah.
I'd absorb his fucking fist in my stomach like the Blob in
Yeah.
X-Men.
Just throw it right back out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking,
But yeah.
and then fucking, and he goes fucking flying back.
The Malice at the Palace. A bunch of
There
they got
we
suspended
go.
for the whole year.
Nice, dude. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That was good. That Pacers team was like, I mean, a championship like level team.
Where was this?
Detroit.
Thank God it wasn't a stand your ground city,
Right.
because I would have fucking. Could you
That was-
imagine that? A bunch of giant fucking black guys fucking descending from the court where they're supposed to be,
Right.
walking amongst regular fucking people, attacking, dude? That'd be scary, dude. I'm here with my family. We want to observe them from afar, dude. We don't want to be in danger's way.
Do you guys ever get those? I get these like TikToks that are like it's like a CGI simulation of like 1 million ostriches versus like 5 tyrannosauruses.
Oh
or whatever.
yeah, they always
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, they have this theoretical thing.
Yeah. Or the what do you think you would be able to beat up what is it like
Whoever you're about to say, probably not.
2 adult men or 10 children?
Oh, I could beat the fuck out of 10 children.
Yeah.
I'd pick up one child and start swinging them around in like a circle,
I
knocking
don't
out
know.
the
They
other
can
children.
like go for your nuts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
just need
like
one to get through. You're done.
you just need to kill one to
How
establish
many
dominance.
kids can you beat up until you would not be able to fight another one?
I don't think I would ever stop. I truly don't. I really don't. I feel like once I kill one child, it'll just inspire
Joe
me.
will
to,
kill the 10s. Like,
Yeah.
give me 10 more. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
yeah, more. They're like, I don't get it. He should be freaking out by now.
Yeah. He's got that. The combo counter starts going.
Yeah.
He gets stronger with with the blood of every child he spills.
He gets like a little flame thing on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You like start getting like armor and shield and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
That's what's fucking up, dude.
That's what Joe rides the stationary bike for all the time. Get his cardio up.
Just get my
so he
heart
can
rate up, dude.
Never stop beating up kids.
Just at the gym, lifting weights, just like looking at pictures of kids in their phone. Like, yeah, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm ready to fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, so you were only basketball. What was the did you ever play like in school at all?
I played like JV, like there's a summer league, but I just got no minutes, and practices were just like running.
Yeah.
Like most of practices were just running around. Like, dude,
That's
fuck
gay.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, it is gay.
Yeah, I played in a Jewish basketball league for a couple years, which is
I
pretty
feel
gay.
like I could have
Doesn't
made a
count.
team on a Jewish school.
You definitely could have.
Fuck, I should have went to.
I did. So
If I could do one thing, go back in time,
play Jewish
go to
basketball.
a Jewish school, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one team that was all like Arab Jews.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Which I remember yeah, we were all saying like they're like Muslim Jews like because I just grew up around the Jewish kids I knew, none of us were really religious. It was just like white kids in Queens who went to Hebrew school instead of church.
yeah.
Now you're seeing like the real deal.
And then you're seeing those, and we were like, they're not real Jews. They're kind of athletic. That doesn't count.
You don't understand like what
Shouldn't
the
count.
Israeli army is fucking
Yeah.
popping out.
Amari Stoudemire.
I was gonna
that's
say,
that's a real
that
Jew.
might be the most athletic Jew.
Yeah.
Nice.
Black Jews.
Black Jews?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the black Israelites?
The original Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big Kyrie Irving fan.
Where do they stand on Israel and Palestine?
Oh, I didn't think. I think they're pro. I think they're pro-Israel
Pro-Palestine.
or pro.
Oh,
No, there's some Hasids that are pro-Palestine, but I think the black Israelites.
or
Oh wait, no, I don't know what they are.
I think they're
they are
like,
fat. We got to get a black Israelite on this pod.
Yeah. Because I don't think the black Israelites like the Jews being
I
in
don't know if they
Israel.
like anybody.
Yeah.
They like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
like
big
me.
gourmaniacs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They love my opinions on shit.
They're big buff boys.
Yeah,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I would love if your pod audience was just black Israelites.
Oh yeah.
The chosen pod.
Yeah.
Have
we
you
are
seen
chosen
the
pod.
The one true pod.
the
Yeah.
Louis Theroux documentary on black Israelites?
No.
Oh, it's so good. And then the
Does he
end,
rap in that one?
Louis. No, but he's like,
My
he's being
money
very.
don't dribble.
He like asks them at the end because they think every like big like figure in history was actually black and then just like whitewashed. So he's just like, "What do you think about Ben Franklin?" They're like, "Black," and like everyone he names, like, "Yeah, that guy was black." Like Abraham Lincoln, black, and I'm like, "That's tight, dude." Like
That's
they're-
funny to have that kind of conviction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's like George W. Bush, black.
yeah. I got to be like, I should be a Chinese Israelite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah,
everyone's
that'd be cool.
Chinese.
Yeah, all these fucking great people are actually Chinese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
George Washington, Chinese.
Yeah.
Like Theodore Roosevelt, the Chinesiest.
The
He does look
Chinesiest.
Chinese.
Yeah, he does.
Theodore
With his
Roosevelt.
fucking eyes all fucking shut.
The glasses.
His
yeah.
fucking mustache is
Yeah.
actually a Fu Manchu.
Yeah. Theodore
That's cool.
Roosevelt is Chinese. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
That
Yeah.
makes sense, dude. The national anthem had a lot more gongs in the original.
Oh yeah,
cut.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already it's talking about fucking fireworks and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's fucking fireworks that we
Yeah.
made ourselves.
Where do you think they got that at?
The original 13 colonies were the 13 stars with the crescent moon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went back to China like a while ago, and then they like a celebratory thing when like it's a big thing, like something you get like the equivalent of like a cake. They just get a ton of fireworks and just fire them off. So it's like if you visit, it'd be like, "Oh, welcome, Matt," and they just fire a ton of fireworks.
Nice.
And part of me is like, "Come on, man, this is almost racist somehow.
Yeah.
You can't do
That's
that."
so funny.
How often have you been back to China?
Dude, that was my first time. I went December 2019,
Ooh,
Yeah.
and that was my first time in like 20 years.
that's crazy.
Oh, so
And
you went
then-
as a kid before?
Yeah, as a kid.
Yeah.
And then I went literally when COVID was starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That must have been fucking crazy. Was that
Yeah.
scary at all?
Well, at the time, it was like not a thing.
Yeah.
You heard about it, but it wasn't the COVID.
It wasn't
thing.
like a full-on outbreak.
Yeah,
like
it was like this one guy has it, whatever.
Yeah.
And
this
then-
one man who ate bat soup at a wet market.
Yeah, this one 6'2" Chinese comedian had
Yeah.
it. And whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Now, do you think it was created in a lab or a wet
All
market?
right, so I don't know, but I think because like the two sides, like the liberals think it's like bat soup, and then the conservatives think it's a lab. And I, as a Chinese person, think the lab one that's less offensive.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the whole thing where they were all like, don't say it's in a lab. Come on. It came from the weird shit Chinese people.
You know
eat.
they can't get enough of bat.
Yeah.
Like
the wet market where they get all of their food. It's like their Whole Foods over there.
Rather than like, oh, they're just smart and made a little mistake.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and
they didn't make a mistake in a lab. How if Chinese people wouldn't do that, but
Yeah.
they're gross and disgusting and eat terrible things. That's where it came from.
I do think it's like they're. I mean, people are like all the governments are working on chemical warfare.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to pretend like that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
So it's like, that was probably what happened. Things got a little out of control. They might have had like a little outbreak there.
Yeah.
And at least they learned how effective it was, but then they realized like they can't do it all the time.
Look, a lot of people die, but now I can work from home.
There
So
you
I
go.
It was
say,
absolutely worth it.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
easy
places
come, easy go.
we get to work remote, so
Yeah.
I mean, give up basically like a year and a half of freedom and never have to go into the office again.
And I hate being that guy, but also like I know I'm privileged and stuff, but I really like the lockdown. I like sitting home and doing nothing.
It was
Dude,
nice.
I loved it.
Yeah, I can. Whenever there is a thing where everyone's like, I would be so bored. Like, normally I am very much like, if I'm at home being lazy, not doing anything, I'm like, fuck, everyone else is like working hard and I'm doing shit. But when everyone had to be home, I was like, I could just play MLB The Show for 12 hours today.
Yeah, well, watch
and no one else is doing anything.
watch some bubble basketball. Like,
Yeah.
There's no FOMO because everyone is like doing the same. Everyone's at home.
I can very easily resort to just being like a 12-year-old again.
Did you guys do like the Zoom shows and stuff?
Yeah.
Joe was doing them.
Yo, that shit. That's so funny
It
because
was
like, you
so
do Zoom and like trying to crowd work someone's fucking couch or some shit. And then there's like no one's got their mic on, so you just like are saying bits to a computer.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well that's their set. And then normally after a show, whether you bomb or do well, you like hang out and you can kind of like, decompress. This is just like, all right, close your laptop, and I'm just like drunk at home now.
Yeah.
After bombing on my computer. Like,
I didn't do any stand-up, but we did a few fight clubs on Zoom.
That sounds insane.
Those were. I feel like stand-up is worse. Because at least with Fight Club, you have people going back and forth talking to each other as opposed to just one person monologuing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And
The
people
key
could
is
chime in.
You needed people to unmute, but like I wouldn't. I would never unmute.
No, I wouldn't even have it on. I'm too busy fucking jerking off to fucking porn in one of the other
But I
windows.
like to fucking porn.
He's like, wait, what should I say?
I almost was
going
to say child porn, but I was like, damn, that's funny, but what if somebody clips that and gets me in trouble when I make a
Interesting.
presidential run?
See, that's the fucking mind of a comic right there. You guys don't understand how quick we are.
Yeah.
You think
It's
of say
like-
child porn?
It'd be so funny to just say child porn and be done with it, but we can't. We can't even have a
Look.
nice little fun bit like that, dude.
Damn, look what they took from us.
Yeah.
They really did take. It's like people are afraid to goof around. Like the fact that like people like the fact that people are like, oh, he legitimately thought that. It's like, no, it's a comedy podcast, and it's. I blame like these fucking like new wave comedians that are like fucking blubbering up on stage and trying to like fucking use comedy as some kind of therapy and making it like a one person show. And it shouldn't be. It should always be, I'm here to make people laugh and to make them think life doesn't suck for the duration that I'm on stage.
Yeah. The theory. Just shut up and talk about your dick.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah,
There you
dude.
go.
Especially if they're like non-binary. What do you got going on down there? What's up with that? What's the deal with that? Jerry Seinfeld on the transgender epidemic. What's up with trans? Who are these people? You have a penis? You don't? Do you tuck it? Why can't you talk? Just talk. Voice of a generation, Jerry Seinfeld.
What's Michael Richards' bit on transgender people?
50 years ago! Your dick would be tucked between your fucking legs! Get him out of here! He's a woman! He's a woman! He's a woman! That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Ah, you're shocked. You're shocked that I misgendered you.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a fucking hilarious
Comedians in cars being turfs.
That was such a fucking awesome clip.
The Michael Richards
Oh,
one?
yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Man, I'd say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say the same damn thing, dude.
I think just that was like before all these like reels and stuff were out now, so I think regular people just didn't understand what crowd work was like.
Yeah, I don't think they
So it was-
understood.
yeah.
I don't think they understood how hard it is to get like such a funny 6-second
Exactly.
clip right there.
Yeah, I think Michael Richards was just ahead of his time.
Yeah, 15 years
Yeah.
too soon for fucking TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, comedian has a fire response.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, if that was around today, it would have just been Kramer owns Heckler.
He destroyed, dude. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I gotta go watch that again. I forgot the context.
Just black people were,
Oh, fuck.
they were goofing around.
I thought he was doing a bit. He was literally just
calling him the N-word.
okay,
dude.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Get
I don't
him
know
out
if you
of
can
here.
believe this, but there were black audience members being loud in a public
How,
performance.
how did Bill Maher get away with it? I thought you would think Kramer, between the two, you'd be like, well, certainly the guy that played like an insane guy should get away, not the guy that's a political pundit.
Yeah.
But like Kramer was so friendly with his
Yeah.
like goofiness.
Bill
And
Maher, you'd be like,
It
yeah,
was
he
so-
does say that.
Yeah, it's like, of course he said that. He's a fucking smug fucking white guy. But for Kramer, it's like, but he's everyone's buddy. He would never say something mean.
I wonder if there's got to be like a Wikipedia of like white dudes that have said it.
Yeah,
Just everybody.
it's like literally every white guy has said it.
yeah.
There's never a case of a guy not saying it.
Honestly, the Buff Boys is really just a platform that we're hoping will eventually get me and Joe on that Wikipedia page.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably
already
on.
there.
I
dude.
believe in you guys. Yeah.
And we can make it one day.
I'm deep in there, dude.
Yeah. I mean, there was there was just a hockey player who was like
A black hockey player? Just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
he killed a guy, right?
oh, that's a different one.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
That's all-
he did
yeah.
like a fucking roundhouse kick.
No, there was
and
one
cut his jugular.
Now it is funny
Yeah.
how many black hockey players are there?
Not many. But they are it's funny if you watch like any of the like ESPN or TNT coverage, they all have like one black guy on the hockey corresponding
Yeah.
crew. It's like you got to get PK Subban or Kevin Weeks. Those are the two.
Were they good? I don't really follow hockey.
PK
Like,
Subban was very good for a time. Kevin Weeks was all right, kind of a journeyman goalie. But also they're all like black guys who talk like white guys.
they're like white black guys.
Yeah.
They're like a Hootie.
Safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darius
Yeah,
Rucker.
yeah.
But no, there was a hockey player who there was a whole thing about he got arrested and apparently he went on a crazy racist rant, but no one knew what it
Nice.
was. And the video just came out. He's just in the backseat of the cop car and he starts trying to like plead his case, and then they're just not gonna let him go, and he just like goes on every single slur you could think of. He's just yelling at these cops. And the video footage from the backseat of the car came out, and now it's out there like all the shit he was saying.
But like, I feel like hockey is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they suspend him or anything? Or
Nah.
I
They
don't
do
even-
a little.
I don't
They do
know.
things a little different in
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah,
Yeah. They're
Hey,
not
just
suspending
apologize to
him.
that dark fella, okay?
Yeah. Draymond Green, who Joe refers to as the scariest basketball player he's ever seen in his life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe he had a Trayvon was right T-shirt that just startled me.
Honestly, that's what I was saying. After there was a big fight, like 2 minutes into a game, and he choked out another player. And I'm like, if Rudy Gobert, the guy got choked out, if he's funny, he comes to the next game with the I Can't Breathe hoodie.
That would be. I mean, that would be a good bit.
That's a fucking fire bit, dude. Matt,
Yeah.
would you like to tell us about a feat of strength that
Yes,
you
we have a feat
learned?
of strength
Oh, hell
this
yeah.
week.
Matt learned something new this week.
Yes. Let me see. We pull up. We're going to the ancient world for this one.
Okay.
this
Get
week.
ready to learn something.
I'm
Dan.
ready. I'm ready.
So we're essentially the Magic School Bus right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And Matt's nothing short of Miss Frizzle. Would you have fucked Miss Frizz?
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who says no?
Yeah, I
Who
would have
wouldn't
fucking.
fuck
I would have
Miss
taught
Frizz?
those kids a fucking biology lesson
Yeah.
Yeah.
by
Just
fucking their teacher.
shrink that bus down and just fly to my ass. Let's go.
Do you
There
think
you
like
go.
that's why teacher porn was so popular in the early 2000s? Because
Was it?
everyone was getting like horny for teachers. Miss Frizzle.
I feel like what I didn't get was that period of like ladies getting stuck in things.
Oh, that was a fucking great period.
That was
It's the fact that they're helpless and they can't stop. Have you never watched it? They're always like, "Get me out of here!" And the guys.
No, of course I've
Yeah.
watched it. But the whole time I was like, this isn't realistic. What is
It's awesome because they're like, "Help! Get me out of here!" It's like, "Wait, I got an idea," and he just starts fucking them.
Yeah.
That's
there's
tight,
like,
dude.
Yeah, there's so much space. You can clearly get out.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to do my laundry.
Yeah, I like it when they're stuck under like a clear glass table like that.
yeah.
That happens?
Yep.
Yeah, all the time.
Damn, it's like very Looney Tunes. It's very
Oh, it's wild, dude.
Yeah.
One time, like this guy, like fucking painted like a fucking hole on the wall, and he ran
like a
through
Wile E.
it.
Coyote.
Yeah, and the woman was like, "What the fuck?" So she tried to run through, and she fucking
This isn't a
gets
porno?
smashed. Yeah,
That's art.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
That's good.
Yeah. So we've got Milo of Croton, who ran a mile with an ox on his shoulders.
No way.
One of ancient Greece's most famous wrestling champions. Some say Milo is the inventor of progressive strength training. It's when you do strength training and you say your pronouns beforehand. Owing to his habit of lifting a grown bull every day. He ran a mile with an ox around his shoulders. They say that in order to gain strength for this, Milo would eat 40 pounds of meat and bread for every meal.
I do that every day, dude. Who gives a fuck?
That's a Dwayne Wade shit.
Yeah, that's like, okay. How much? 40 pounds?
Of
So
meat and bread.
double quarter pounder.
Right.
So that's like 80 double quarter pounders.
For every meal.
No problem.
Yeah, it's light work.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
He was also said to have saved the life of Pythagoras.
Get out. Oh, that
the
fucking
triangle bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, you piece of
Yeah.
shit. Thanks for making high school harder for everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for forcing me to know a fact that I've never used in my adult life.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. And fuck Pythagoras. His dumb little theorem, dude.
Yeah. Thank
There's
God
no-
Milo.
we
Thank
never
God
used
Milo.
that shit.
Thank God Milo saved Pythagoras' life so I could learn what a hypotenuse is 2,000 years later. Pythagoras was saved when Milo held a roof of a collapsing temple as the philosopher ran to safety.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That never happened, dude.
Yeah. I feel like you're reading like Greek myths.
Yeah, Matt.
That one, yeah.
Matt got all confused. I'm like, all right, Matt. Next one has to be based. Next time we'll just fucking pull up a video.
Yeah, well, we'll
Yeah.
look at these things
Well-
in videos, someone like pulling a truck and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. I do
Yeah.
love those.
All right,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should. Well, we should have done that. We'll do
Yeah.
that next time.
But I don't know. I want to mix it up a bit. Let's go ancient times for some of
Yeah.
the feats of strength.
All right, but if you guys have a suggestion for a feat of strength we
Yes.
should view or review, let us know in the comments or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Post a link or DM us on Instagram or email us at justsomlockerroomtalk@gmail.
Yeah, we haven't changed the email
We're
yet.
not going to
Nice,
change.
nice.
There's no need to change the
Yeah.
email. The
Yeah.
email sounds fine. It's even better for this.
But yeah, like last week there was like a carnival strongman we looked up. So we're getting all over. There was one guy a few weeks ago who's like a pastor who
Yeah.
does like religious bodybuilding. It's like through the
Yeah.
power
Religious.
of God.
Okay.
Through the power
And then
of God,
Just
he's
lifting
able
cross
to
around
lift.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Matt wrote a book report on the 12 feats of strength of Hercules.
Yes.
And then like he was talking about like how he loved the Disney movie Hercules. And I'm like, Matt,
Yeah.
did you actually read about the 12 feats of strength from Hercules, or did you just watch the movie Hercules?
Jack religious people scare me more than like.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
they got the power of Christ behind
Yeah,
them.
and it's like, why the fuck do you need to look good in this life when your true reward is when you're at the left-hand side of God?
Yeah, just 72 virgins, baby.
Yeah.
Anytime there's like great football players, like insane, like huge defensive linemen, and they
Yeah.
like went to BYU, you're just like, that's a fuck. Mormons shouldn't look like that.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember.
knew. Yeah, I had a jacked Mormon in high school.
They're
Yeah.
they're so nice.
They're so nice, but it's like they don't do anything else, and they're told not to masturbate, so they don't know what else to do with all like this energy and shit. You know?
And they chant. Yeah, I've never met a mean Mormon. Kind of
Yeah,
want to.
I
They
remember,
like,
like-
also, they
yeah.
can all hoop. They're all good at basketball somehow.
So
Because
yeah,
they don't have any vices, so they have to have some kind of outlet.
Yeah, Jews and Chinese, we can come together on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
They're both like love basketball, but they're very underrepresented in the NBA.
I'm
if
gonna-
Jews
yeah.
and Chinese didn't jerk off and did nothing else, we would be Mormons.
yeah, that makes sense.
We don't have the discipline.
Fuck that,
Yeah,
dude.
like early NBA, if you look up like the box scores of the first like few NBA games, it's all like Jewish last names
Yuck.
Oh,
before
yeah.
they started letting black people play.
Yuck.
But yeah, Chinese also like basketball is gigantic in China now.
Oh, they love that shit.
They love it, dude.
Yeah, and,
All of them.
That's why LeBron will never say anything bad about the president of China.
Oh,
Why would he, dude?
Oh, that dude's
Yeah,
in
and how
San
do you-
Francisco right now.
Do you like him?
I don't know. I mean, whatever my mom says, I don't think. I think Chinese people in general are very like, look, I'm just trying to get through my day.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Unlike these fucking libtard Americans trying to make
Yeah.
us think that Joe Biden's a viable president.
But President Xi,
Yeah.
he's in San Francisco right now, and they just like
Nice.
got rid of every homeless guy. I don't know if
I
you've
saw
seen
that.
This.
Yeah.
Well, they come right the fuck back.
They just
dude.
put him in like storage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just run everyone to Daly City, have
Just-
them just
yeah.
hang out there for a little
It's the
bit.
same thing like if you have a girl come over and it's like, well, I got to throw my
Yeah.
shit in my closet
Exactly.
real
It's
quick.
so weird. It's so weird that that's just the way San Francisco is with their homeless people.
San Francisco is just a wasteland now. Like it's all shut down. Like it did not bounced back from a pandemic because everyone moved remote. So any tech presence there is now completely gone. It's
Is
just
it? Well,
the
you can
fucking-
still work tech from home.
Yeah, but like San Francisco itself
Yeah.
is empty. It's a shell.
Yeah. Are the
It'll
Warriors,
come back,
Are the
though.
Warriors now your only pro sports team? You're losing the Oakland A's now.
Yeah, the A's are leaving. I still follow the Raiders. Still a big Raiders guy.
Okay.
I mean, even the Warriors moving felt like they moved. Like, because, dude, the Chase Center crowd, dude, they're gay.
Yeah.
It's not the same as the Oakland crowd.
Yeah. Where they're just on the other side of the river.
They're
now.
just like it's equivalent of like if the Mets moved to like
the Bronx.
no, I would say like they moved to like
Manhattan.
Soho or some shit.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Like, what's the point, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where you're at.
Imagine a stadium in Soho.
Yeah, oh, dude. That's what the Chase Center basically is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then there's what else? You still got Giants and baseball.
Yeah, but I stayed East Bay. I'm not a Giants or Niners guy.
Nice.
Even though
Good for
Okay,
you.
so you would have been an Oakland A's guy.
I'm an A's. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I
Yeah.
do think like if I was a Niners and a Giants fan, I would just have more fun in life. It'd be like, oh, we're winning more. My general mood would be better.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know.
And were
gotta
you
build some
ever a
character.
hockey guy? San Jose Sharks.
I try. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the last thing preventing me from being full white is I haven't really gone into hockey yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I played Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey a lot.
That was fun.
Okay.
The great one, dude.
Yeah,
I remember having NHL '99 for N64.
I think
That was big.
One of the maybe the only actual fist fight I ever been in was with my friend after a NHL something or other
Yeah.
because he won. He was talking hella shit, but I was like, I got more shots on goal. It's just the game fucked me, but I played a better game. And then we got in like a fight.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I remember getting in fights with friends over Madden.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends would just play as the Lions every time, and he would just throw bombs to Calvin Johnson, and I'm like, "That's cheating. You can't. It's no fair. We're
Yeah.
not really playing."
He just found one weird glitch. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do to stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Dan, where can people find you? What do you got coming up? Give us all your info.
I got nothing coming up, but find me at Real Dan Yang and everything. I might do a pod. I recorded 2 episodes of a pod, and Dan was like, I don't want this out. But
Yeah.
Nice.
now I realize anyone can do it. Maybe I'll put it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Stay
dude.
tuned, buff boys.
Nice, dude. I say get a big goofy guy as your sidekick.
Yeah.
It works wonders, dude.
I got to find a big retard, dude.
Uh-oh. Well, stay away, dude. This one's mine.
Hey, we'll make a deal. Maybe.
Matt's on
You
a
guys
timeshare
yeah.
now.
You guys are like my divorced parents. Dan gets me on the weekends.
Yeah. I ask you, like, how was your other podcast host?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah.
You have fun with Dan? All right. And you're like, Dan lets us record 2 episodes back to back. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you're not at Dan's studio now.
Dan doesn't have any cats.
Yeah.
My birthday comes up. You both try and compete by getting me a better gift.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Dan, for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks for
We'll
having
see
me.
you guys on the Patreon. Stick around.
bye.
Hell yeah, dude.